What's going on YouTube? Your boy Jammy's here and I've got a fresh new video. This time I'm going to show you how to trim your beard. It's a pretty amateur way I'm doing it, but if you need to cut down your face bush in a hurry, then this is the way to do it. First thing, make sure you shave after a shower. This opens up those lovely pores in your face and will stop any kind of irritation. Secondly, don't wear a t-shirt like me, you are just asking for trouble. Get your damn top off and do it topless. Third, warning, hairs will go fucking everywhere. So do it over the bathroom sink or anywhere that you're not going to piss off your family or your housemates or anyone that can find your hair remains sprawled out everywhere. They're a fucking nightmare to get rid of, so make sure you've got an easy way to dispose of them. In the video I'm using a really cheap razor. It's the Philips 3000 and it has 23 length settings on it. Perfect for a good sized beard. The only con is it's not cordless, so I had to fucking use an extension lead to bring it up to the bathroom, which is really fucking annoying. But you know, I've used it a bunch of times and it's well cheap. I think it was like $14.99. And it's a great investment if you can't afford to go to the barbers every few weeks, or sometimes you just can't be fucking arsed like me and you just want to be able to do it yourself. And it's a nice being able to do it anytime and like any place. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check it out. I think it's literally saying on eBay at the moment, so I will give you the heads up on that. Trimmers can be scary fuckers, so take baby steps with them. I always go for a high setting and then gradually go down to like my preferred beard length. This stops you shaving off a big chunk right at the beginning. I've done it a few times and it's not a good look at all, so just play it safe and take it slow. Basically, it's always handy to buy a cheap pair of beard scissors and get yourself a nice fine comb as well. I got the comb from a brand called Kent and this was 10 quid, and literally I got the scissors free with another trimmer that I had before, but you can get them really cheap wherever you go. Using the comb, you can brush down on the beard and find any long straggly hairs that need to be cut. It's also handy when you need to shape your sideburns and de-thicken your tash. If you ain't got any scissors, I find that you can just use the clippers without the comb part and go around your beard getting those sneaky random hairs, which I'm doing throughout the video. When moving the trimmer around, try and make sure you go over the directions of the way the hair is going. By the time I finish trimming, I've pretty much like covered every direction those bastard hairs can go, so it's probably not the best way to do it, but you know, I'm making sure I'm getting all those hairs so you're not looking fucking like a wally with hairs sprouting out everywhere. For the beard neck hairs, I always go for a shorter length from the clippers. I like to be a bit more defined down there and a bit more close to my jawline. I personally prefer the shape of it, as when I grew the neck hairs down before and I went for that kind of neck beard style, I lost that kind of jaw shape and it just started to look a bit round, and yeah, it just lost definition. So now I kind of just make it short on the bottom. The razor is a perfect for shaping around your beard. So make sure you pick up a good manual razor, like a Gillette one, or you could just get I've used a big one. If you're on desperate times and you need to get a cheap razor, big has been fine, but just be careful because they are a bit shit. And also get some shaving cream. I literally just use the Nivea Sensitive range for like all my stuff, and I find that it's also good to have a good face wash and also a good balm, which you'll find that I use later on. The razor is perfect for like shaping around the beard and neatening it up, especially around the Anzac area. I always find I've got little long hairs sprouting out everywhere, so it's always good to be able to get those down, and it also just really just boosts the look of your beard. Like if you're able to cut down the excess hairs around it, you're able to shape it and make it look much better, and just makes it look more neater and has a bit more of a punch to it. I actually did a bit more trimming after the video. It was a slightly off on one side where I trimmed underneath and it just didn't match the other side. That's the thing with trimming, your beard is really hard to nail in just one session. You may have to go back the next day or the day after, sleep on it, ruffle the hairs a bit and just retrim, because there'll just be some hairs that will be hiding away first time round and you just got to make sure you get those sneaky shits again. When it comes to the tash, I kind of wish that I de-thickened it a bit more in this video. I found that my tash grows quick and likes to do its own thing, so always watch out for that damn tash. I'm not so keen on, I'm not so keen on the side profile of the tash and the way it kind of juts out, so just keep an eye on that. When it comes to trimming your tash, I find the blades on the clippers without the comb, just taking the comb off and having the blades, are really good at levelling out the tash hairs that go over the lip. You could also use scissors as well. They're also really good, and just using a comb and just kind of levelling it out. It's just, you know, I like my lips to be on show, so I try and avoid tash hair to grow over them. You can also use a comb and some scissors to de-thicken the tash hairs, and also make sure you trim down the tash hairs on the corners of your mouth to avoid you having those little whiskers popping out. A barber gave me a helpful tip actually. If you like to rock a tash, get a hairdryer and grab a comb and pretty much blow dry your tash and brush the tash hairs left and right, so you end up with like a lovely like 90s haircut on your top lip, like a centre parting pretty much. It just smartens it up and just stops them growing down and puts you in control of your fucking tash, so they're not taking control of you. Once you're happy with your beard trim, there's two things that I like to do afterwards. One is to use a post-shave balm, and the one I use is once again from Nivea, their sensitive range. It's so good. I've been getting it all the time. I think it's like kind of £3.50 kind of area. You don't need a lot of it, it's quite liquidy, but stick some in your hands, rub it over your hands, and just rub it over your face. You don't have to rub it into the beard, but I just do it anyway. I just find it quite refreshing and cleansing, and pretty much get all the areas that you did shave right down. So all the ones you've done like kind of a 0.5mm kind of shave right down to the skin, it's always good to rub that shaving balm in those areas. So behind your ears and top of your cheeks and around your Adam's apple. That's also another good point, is if you have cheek hairs like me that are slowly kind of creeping up to your eyeball, I find that I wouldn't advise this to everyone, and if you can take the pain, I get some tweezers and I just pluck them out, because if I shave them on the top of my cheeks, it would just look thicker and it will grow quicker. So if you can withstand the pain, get the tweezers out, boys, and just fucking pluck them out. And it doesn't hurt after a while. It's still painful, of course it is, because you're putting out beard hair, but after time you'll start to get used to it. So there's just another tip that I do, but if not, a razor is just as good. Yeah, so back to the shaving balm. I find that if you just rub it all into the areas that you close your shave, this will reduce irritation. There's a nice cooling and just like a nice refreshing feeling. I find that the redness goes completely after that as well. And it's a lovely way to finish any beard trim. Treat your man bush to some lovely beard oil. The one I'm using is from Hundreds Beard Company. This is made in England, and there's a right nice scent on it. Right nice kind of manly kind of scent going on. You don't need a lot of it. Just massage it in and just softens the hair and make you and your beard look absolutely fucking fire. So there we go. That's how I trim my beard. If you liked it, give your boy some likes, or just give me some dislikes. I want to know what's going on. Any comments you got or any questions, you know what to do. So I shall see you on the next vid. See ya.